Hey everyone, it's Tremia, and it's Wednesday, and I thought I would just check in. I know it's been a while, but I'm still waiting. I wait one day thinking I'll get the answer, so I hold off on making a vlog until I get the answer, and then I'm still waiting. And yeah, I'm still waiting. Dr. Burt's office, well, they have the pathology block, and the dermatology department there at Northwestern, they've requested every kind of sample check possible for almost every kind of virus possible, and which is a good thing because they're leaving no stone unturned. And so it's just going to take time. Hopefully, one of these days we'll have an answer. It'll probably be towards the first part of next week before any answers start coming through. So that just leaves it as a waiting game. And the longer I wait, the harder it gets. Just the uncertainty of, are we going to be making a quick trip to Chicago? If it's a virus, what kind of virus is it? What will the treatment be? All of the what ifs. And I just got to let go of it all and just not let it get to me, because as hard as I'm trying to not let it get to me, the harder it's trying. And it's taken a toll on me emotionally. And that brings me up to thinking about when I went on Social Security disability. One of the processes, because I've been on it for years, probably 6-7 years, and one of the processes is that you have to go through a psychological examination, and they set you up with somebody within your city or state, and you go there and go through the process. And I can remember the psychiatrist saying that with chronic illness, a form of depression comes with it, and that not meaning major depression. My arm's tired. I need to be using my little tripod, but I'm not. But a form of depression comes with chronic illness, and not necessarily major depression, but there is a depression there because, basically there's a loss of life, a loss of lifestyle, a loss of who you were, of what you know yourself to be. And if you're dealing with chronic pain, that adds to it, which we all know we deal with the chronic pain. But I can remember her saying that, and that's just always stuck in my mind, because I always try to push forward, and I look at the positive, and I really rely on my faith in God. And I think without that, major depression would have gotten a hold of me. And I know that there's times that, it has tried, because, and especially this last year has been so difficult. With the stem cell transplant, your body's going through hell. I mean, they basically kill it off, and then, it works its way back up. Unfortunately, mine didn't quite work out so easily. And, just going every time I turn a corner, I'm hitting a brick wall. And, like I had mentioned in a previous vlog about, I feel like I have post-traumatic stress disorder, and in which I'm being very serious, because now my arm, you're going to see a shadow, but now when I get ready to go to a doctor, or for the IVIG, or even thinking about going to Chicago, it brings up traumatic thoughts, and things that I don't remember, I start to remember, and all of that. And I got to get past that, and I've got to get through that. Every once in a while, one of my doctors will mention going on an antidepressant, and I cannot take antidepressants. The side effects on them are worse on me than they just make matters worse. I have like severe profuse sweating from them, and which is okay for the first couple of weeks, but then it just starts to add to the problem. And so all of that kind of stuff is out of the question. And so really it's something that I have to deal with and try to come through on my own. I have my family and my church to help me through and everything, so I'm blessed in that nature. And things are going okay. The anxiety and the panic attacks, they're getting a little bit stronger, and I just really want to get the answers so I can have the burden off my shoulders and just know what I'm facing. If it's chemotherapy, I'll put on my big girl panties and I'll go through it again. I don't want to, but I can't go on living like this. And hopefully it won't be anything that severe or drastic. One day I just might wake up and it might be gone. Anything can happen. Anything's a possibility. And, I just try to keep on smiling, thinking positive, and aiming forward. I don't like being cushion-oyed. See all the extraness. The extra me I don't like. There's just so many things that can get me down. The shortness of breath because of all the extra weight around my middle. Not being able to walk more than across the house, is like asking Dwayne, someday do you think I'm going to be able to walk through the mall? Just walk, just like a normal person, and just not wonder how I'm going to do it. Am I going to be short of breath? Am I going to be falling down on the ground? Am I going to lose my balance? And which, it's picking up. I'm working so hard on my PT and my OT that I'm proud of myself. I'm really picking up, and I'm really working hard at it, and I just don't want another setback to where I have to go back to zero and start over again. I've started PT and OT over so many times from ground zero that that's just another thing that you can add to of the why but I'm doing good. I'm doing good on that, and I showed you the video of some of my exercises and stuff, so hopefully that will help some of you learn what you can do to help yourself, with balance and with strength, with endurance. I do feel like my endurance is picking up, and sometimes I think when I wake up, it's time to get up, and I feel like I'm just going to jump out of bed, and then I realize I can't. But I'm getting closer because I think I can. At least I'm thinking I can, but then my body just isn't quite there yet. So, still waiting on answers. Trying my hardest to keep my spirits up. And just really waiting and working on it one day at a time, one baby step at a time, working on getting my steroids down, which is a thing all of its own, we know. So it's hard work. It is hard work. And again, I was asked, would I do it all over again? And yes, I would. I had no idea that I would come up against all of these roadblocks. Nobody does. But again, there's no signs, indications, or markers of lupus. What I'm going through is stuff that is not lupus related. It's unfortunately complications due to the stem cell transplant, but it's not lupus. And I asked my nurse coordinator, like in my study, there's 17 individuals, and it's been over the past few years. My eyes are watering. Past few years that have been on the same protocol, same regimen as what I went through. 17 of us. And out of those 17, 3 have had a relapse of lupus. They went through a round of Cytoxin, and they're doing great. No lupus markers or anything. And I have all my paperwork. I just wish I had it to show you. It'll say, lupus, negative. The ANA titer, negative. And all these things, negative, negative, negative. It's not there. And so, even to me, it's nice to know that out of 17 people, 3 people, the lupus did come back, but with a round of Cytoxin, they were well and on their way again. And to me, that's not so bad because I've dealt with Cytoxin so much. Do I want to have to go through stuff like that again? No, but it helps, and it gets you past that point. Now, to me, Rituxan helped me more in the long run, or I had more, I don't know what to say. Cytoxin, I did it for 3.5 years every 2 weeks, and it slowed down my progress of my progression, of going downward. It slowed it down, but it never did put me in remission. Neither did Rituxan, but with Rituxan, I did get the benefit of having some added energy, and I didn't get that with Cytoxin. With Cytoxin, it's chemotherapy, and you're going through chemotherapy. Rituxan, first couple of weeks, hard. You feel like crap, but then you get that boost of energy, and it lasts for a while. It's like a really good B12 shot, which reminds me, I need to ask for a B12 shot. But, so, don't even know what they're going to come back and say, what all this might be. Have no idea. The sun's shining on it pretty bright right now, so you can't really see the redness. You can see it, and somewhat. And this, it just feels leathery. And my ears, really, you can see where it's kind of, how bad my ears were. And they'll get worse. And it's kind of moving down somewhere on my chest and shoulders and stuff. So, something needs to be done. Maybe it'll be as simple as taking a pill. I know I'm not doing that cream. No, I'm not doing that. So, just be keeping me in your prayers as always. And I'll keep my chin up. I did lose my happy there for a couple of weeks, and it was hard. But also you got to understand, coming down on, I know on pain medications, and your endorphins are messed with, and endorphins deal with your feeling of happiness. And, I'm coming down on pain meds, and also coming down on the steroids. I don't know if that does it or not, but I know it increases my pain level, and so that makes things more difficult. So, You know, I've got so many different things going on. It's just like I just want to say stop. Stop. You know, I just want normal. I don't want to worry about, okay, I got to fight to get down on steroids. I got to fight to get off these pain meds. I've got to fight, you know, to find out what's wrong with my face. And it's just everything seems to continue to be a fight and a battle, a fight and a battle. And I'm winning them one at a time, but I'm tired of them coming up. I just want to be on a beach. Just on a beach with crystal blue waters, hearing some waterfalls in the background, and just enjoying the nice sunshine and feeling the warmth. And because I can do that now, the sun doesn't bother me. And I am pale, other than my face. Oh, I'm talking in circles and I'm just yakking. So I'll see you guys in the next video.